What is up, guys? RGT85 here, and today on the channel we're taking a look at Modern Combat Blackout. No, not Call of Duty Blackout, not Call of Duty Black Ops. Modern Combat Blackout. Now first, apologies for the scuffed background. The game room is almost done. I just have to get a TV in there, so I'm out in the living room. But yeah, there's not a lot of first-person shooters on the Nintendo Switch. If you watch my 15 must-own Nintendo Switch games video, you know that Doom is one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch. Doom is a fun single-player game. Doom is a fun online multiplayer game. But other than that, that's the only real first-person shooter game besides Wolfenstein, which doesn't have an online component for the Nintendo Switch. Well, here comes Gameloft swooping in to fill a void because there is no Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch. And honestly, I kind of like random generic first-person shooters, the war games. I just like shooting people online. It's fun. This is a $20 game. Now, this is a port of a mobile game, and yes, I don't like mobile games inherently, but you know, I'm willing to give it a shot. They sent over a review copy that I requested for it because it looked somewhat interesting, and Gameloft sometimes brings over some decent games. I remember like the Asphalt games on the Nintendo DS. I believe those were ported over by Gameloft onto that system, and those were some fun racing games. So let's check out this game. There is a campaign mode. I've been playing it a little bit. It's a very generic first-person shooter campaign mode, like big explosions, interesting situations. The levels are pretty short, but Direct Feed Games actually did a look at the first player or the single player campaign of the game. I'll have a link to his video in the description box down below. I'm really interested in the online stuff. So let's check out some online stuff. But first, I just want to show you guys the different stuff. So here's the main menu where you can choose what you want to do. You can do the campaign, competitive mode, non-ranked, and local multiplayer. There's also a shop where you can get stuff. I'm not buying anything. You can create squads to play online or join squads. You also can get messages from people on here. There is interaction via in this game. And then you have your profile where you get your stats, your different weapons, things like that. You can customize your weapon layouts, customize what you're doing. It's very Call of Duty-esque. And then you have your settings. Now the game does offer gyro controls, but it's kind of weird how it does it. So the gyro controls are only when you aim down the sights. And when you're not aiming down the sights, you have to use the analog stick. So honestly, I was using it at first and I use it in the single player campaign, but like when I'm playing online, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right, you know, trying to do it, you know, aim with the gyro, and then when you're trying to look around and not being able to use the gyro. So, you know, I'm just kind of staying away from it, but it does work decently enough. The single player from what I played is very generic, like I said. You know, there are some frame rate issues that I noticed. It doesn't seem very consistent, and it's not the best looking game. It's very sort of mediocre in the single player campaign, but I'm hoping that the online is a little bit more fun. I did play one free-for-all battle. I did absolutely terrible, but I want to do some team battles. That's where I think things get really fun, you know, just playing with some people in a team-based game. So we are going to play a team deathmatch here, and this is team battle at the canals. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is like. You know, it's like I said, it's not the best looking game to me. It kind of reminds me a bit of Red Steel and the Conduit on the Wii. I don't think it's necessarily as good as the Conduit, because the Conduit single player was awesome. I love the story in that. But it kind of reminds me a bit of that. It definitely isn't the prettiest game in the world. You can see here you have different layouts that you can get. You can unlock different weapons as well. So, you know, whatever. I'm just going to do what we are doing here. You get some support things like in Call of Duty if you get kill streaks and things of that nature. So here is the game. Here is the game. Looks kind of like a very early 360 title, maybe a bit of like an HD Wii game or something like that. It's, you know, it's not the ugliest game in the world, but it's definitely not very pretty. You move around with your character, aim down the sights. He does move slow. You can switch out to a lighter weapon and move a little bit faster, and you can also slide because, you know, that's what Apex Legends and Call of Duty is doing nowadays. Everyone's into the cha-cha slide, so you can cha-cha it real smooth. You know, there's some, you know, that's not a terrible lighting effect right there. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're joining this game a bit late, so we might run two team death matches here. But like I said, I feel like this is the aspect that most people are going to be interested in. Nate from Direct Feed Games already did. Is this a teammate? Yeah, that's a teammate. Nate from Direct Feed Games already took a look at the single player of the game. If you're interested in seeing what that is like, make sure you check out that video. Like I said, it is in the description box down below. All right, someone's throwing a grenade over here. Oh, there's a guy. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that was all me. Let's see what kind of gun he's got. Ooh, that's a fancy gun. Ooh, hello. Oh, got worked. So, you know, it's not the smoothest game in the world. It's not, it's just tough because I think if there were more first-person shooter games on the Nintendo Switch, if there was, a standard Call of Duty or something like that, like that's not a bad-looking view right there, And there's even there's even water effects. I think if there was more first-person shooter games on the Switch, nobody would care about this. But since the Switch is sort of lacking in that department, I think a lot more people are going to be interested in this game, and there's going to be a lot of questions about it. Is it good? Is it worth checking out? For $20, from what I've played so far via the single player and the online multiplayer, yeah, boys, that's what I'm talking about. I've played worse games that were $60. I've played better games that were $20, games like The Messenger and stuff like that. So it's tough. If you're really hankering for a first-person shooter, though, it might not be the worst thing in the world to check out, especially if you only own a Switch. If you own a PS4 or an Xbox One and you play them a lot, or, a PC, there's no reason for you to check out this game, in my opinion, because there are much better first-person shooters out there that are, cheap, and, there's Apex Legends, which is free, and that's not out on Switch yet. It's supposedly maybe coming out. But for what this is, it's not terrible. Like, it was fun to kill that guy. It was fun to take him out. The game functions pretty decently, and I think there's a lot of interesting unlockables. How long the online will last, that'll be interesting to see. This map feels like it's too big. I guess there's probably not that many other people playing right now. How do I... Oh, it's a 3-on-3. Where are these other guys? But like I said, we're going to run one more because we'll probably get, a different map and stuff like that, so you could sort of see, and maybe I can actually come across more enemies this time around. It looks like one guy on my team got 8 of the kills for this match. He must be a professional at this game. This game has literally been out for like a couple hours. I just got my review copy, but evidently this man is the professional of Modern Combat Blackout. I had to think of the name. I keep wanting to say Call of Duty Blackout. And it was a tie. That's great. Oh, sudden death. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So that's a nice little feature. A little sudden death mode here so that we can actually, have a winner. So for like that little jump over the rail, I just ran up to the rail. You could definitely sort of feel the mobile aspect of the game as far as the controls are concerned. This is tense. All right, I'm gonna hang out with Joe here. Good work, Joe. There could be more down here, though. Oh, no, that's our buddy. All right, well, if we stick it together as a team, then... Whoop, whoop. Oh, across the way. Good work, Joe. Chaz. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, boys and girls. That is what I am talking about. Maybe I am truly the master of Modern Combat Blackout. But see, like, that was kind of fun. Like, obviously, I was invested in it. Obviously, I was interested in what was going on. So let's run one more match. Maybe I could be on Joe's team again because Joe seems really good. There is a leveling up system, and, you get titles. It really just sort of copy-pastes what Call of Duty does. I don't care. I would like to do a team battle. I like team battles. And let's do Vantage because I haven't played that map. I don't think I played Rooftops either, but I think we just did the canals. So hopefully I get my wishes. It looks like I'm the only person who voted for anything. So, okay. No, I guess we're playing Advantage. All right, whatever. But at least you'll be able to see a couple matches to see if this is a game you're interested in. Would I have gone out of my way to purchase this game? I don't know. Like, I was probably going to buy it if I didn't end up with a review copy just to talk about the game. Because like I said, it seems like a game that people are interested in. It's a first-person shooter. It's on the Switch. There's not many here. Let's try out this other gun this time around. Maybe it moves a little bit quicker. I think the game is very bright looking too. Like the colors are very, very crisp. It's not a great looking game, but at least the colors are crisp. I like a crisp color. Oh, this is a nice gun. There's like no recoil on it. Might have to change the look speed as well. And like I said, you can customize things like the look speed and all that. You can also customize the gyro controls. Should you choose to use the gyro controls, you can customize the look speed of those as well. And like I said, it's only when you're aiming down the sights, so it feels very weird. I don't know, maybe some people will like that, but me personally, I did not. So right now, oh, it didn't even put me with the same people. Like, come on, dude, there's not that many people. So this is gonna be boring. It's a 2-on-1 right now. So maybe I won't do this full match because I don't want to bore you guys with a 2-on-1. But let's kill this guy once, and then we will call the video. I feel like you probably have a good idea of what the online multiplayer component is for this game. No. We're not going out like that. We're not going out like that. We are getting a kill on this guy. But I feel like you got a good idea of what the online multiplayer component is for this game. Very simplistic, but like I said, it's sort of an anomaly in the Switch library. For whatever reason, there's just not a lot of Switch first-person shooters yet. And hopefully that changes because I think first-person shooters can be very fun. Of course, Metroid Prime, a lot of people expected it to come out this year, and it's been delayed. So, you know, you're probably going to end up seeing more styles of games like this, more first-person shooters like this. And I don't inherently think that's a bad thing. It's just as time goes on, you're going to start getting better ones. Like I said, you know, if I had to give this game a score, I would probably score it like a 5 or a 6. Like it's very mediocre, but it fills a void. And it's, you know, I could see myself maybe laying in bed at night, can't sleep, maybe hop online if some people are playing to check it out. If you're buying it for the single player though, I probably wouldn't do that. All right, user Paul has left the game too, so now we got a 2-on-2. Did I really just miss all that? Oh my God. That was embarrassing. Give me my other layout. Good Lord. That was disgusting. All right, I just want my 1 kill and then we're ending this video because I'm just embarrassing myself now. Maybe I'm not the king of Modern Combat Blackout. Like, Jesus. I think I'm better at Call of Duty Blackout. Alright. I heard some gunfire over here. Let's see if we can find the culprit of said gunfire.
Mobilized a recon aircraft.
What does that mean? So now they probably know where I am. All right, we're done here. Now I'm just getting frustrated. But this is a look at Modern Combat Blackout. It is a very generic war first-person shooter game, but you might like it. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think about what you saw. Like I said, if you're interested in the single-player aspect of the game, be sure to check out Nate's video from Direct Feed Games. He has a look at the single-player. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest game in the world. But if you're really hankering for a first-person shooter, it might fill a void you need. Thanks for checking out this video, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.